Hey guys, in this video I'm going to go through a bit of the wiring. I'm not going to do too much because, well, I don't know how you can make wiring interesting to watch. It's not that interesting to do either, but it's the next step on the bike, so I'll share a bit, but we're not going to go into too much detail. I'll probably just show you threading some of the wires through the frame, how I do that, and skip a bit out, and then probably do a bit of connecting everything up. We'll see how it goes. Anyway, here we go. A bit of wiring. Boring to some, maybe useful to others, we'll see. We're going to start feeding all the wires from down on the engine side of things up the frame to get it all up here to start connecting it to what it should be connected to. So I'm going to put me pull through wire. Have I filmed doing this before? Oh, I don't know. Anyway, I'm going to film it. So we've got to get this down that tube. I'll say this is not a wire that's going to be connected as such, it's just to get the other wires through. The hardest part of this is quite fiddly, this tube, because at the bottom we've got another tube going across and through it, so we've got to try and squeeze either side of that tube to get the wires through. As soon as we've got this one through, we're okay, because we'll just tape the others to it and pull them all through one by one or two by two or whatever you want. It's just getting it, twiddling it around and getting it past that, which, as I thought, it can be a bit fiddly. Come on, you can do it. Right, that's just gathering up in the tube. Let's try that again, make sure that is nice and straight, that bottom bit. Just behave yourself and do what I want you to do. Yay, there it is. Right, we'll send that all the way out the bottom of the engine. What we can do now is connect all the wires that we need to connect to them. So that one is going to be this, as in the plug. Ooh, that's going to be hard, isn't it? Ah, it's alright. No, it's not. What we're talking about. So what we're going to do, with this is the electronic ignition box. What I think I'm going to do is just make a little bracket off this coil to hold that up there. This is the good thing about the Wassel ones as well. This is a lot smaller than the Boyer ones. So we'll just make a little bracket and we'll keep that up there. So I'll just get some tape. Okay, where's my tape? Here we go. Really got to sort this shit out. Are you at that tape, Blue? Got it. Right, first two wires pass through. This one is for the data. So, and this will plug in up this end to the box. So we're going to send this down that way. What I've done is strip the outer case off, because I've got to get 6 wires down there, and it is a bit of a squeeze. So I've stripped the outer case off this for now. It obviously have the outer case up here where it comes out the hole, and then we'll feed a bit of the outer case back on when it's out down the bottom. This is only going to be inside the tube anyway, so it's not going to come to any harm in there. This is where the wiring takes a little bit longer than normal, feeding it all through the frame, all through the talk properly, all through the frame. Talking like I'm drunk. Don't even drink. Right, so that's then attached. Could have done with a longer wire through there, really. Tell you what. I'm just going to put that there just in case I lose that end. So I'll have to feed another one all the way through. There we go. Get the tape off. Let's get that back through so we don't lose it. And that's that one. That's the first 2 wires through. Just leave that hanging there. We're ready to go into the box. I shall put the sleeve back on this now, right up into the tube. And these are ready to get attached to that when we've fed it all round here tidy. Right, what else we got? So these 2 wires are coming from down there. So these are going to come back, go down, underneath, up the frame, back into this frame tube, all the way down here, and out the dummy oil tank to them. Hopefully I've got enough of this thicker stuff, the alternator. God, it's going to be close, that is. It goes under the bike, comes up the back there. I think that will be enough. Fold that. There we go. Just can get a bit harder as more wires go down. You just gotta watch you don't drag the ones through that are already through. You end up losing them in the tube. So we've got to put a long length of wire through there to drag all the wires down that tube. So doing this, you've got to feed all your wires through, think exactly where they're going to, get the lengths right, then, you know, save confusion, probably label them up. Oh, tape. Don't lose that again. Right, horn wires, the last 2 wires to go in. So horn wires are blue and yellow. Luckily, my pull-through wire is yellow, so I might as well just pull the blue through and leave the yellow in there. one goes to switch and the bars, and the other goes to the ammeter. So these few wires that I've done so far, we'll label them up just to save any confusion, because I do have a terrible memory. I can trim it off now. There we go, so they'll go into there. So yeah, it all takes time to get it through the frame, but it's worth it. And keeping it neat as well, that can be quite a task. Especially, you must have all had bites where you pop the headlight out and it's like an explosion in a bird's nest. I like to try and keep all that bit tidy. For the next one, we're going to feed like a pull-through wire down here next, which can be a right pain getting it through here. I'll probably have to remove the oil tank, to be fair. We've done my oil tank, get it through, then put the oil tank back on. And we'll get that wire through for pulling all the other wires through. A bit more tricky this route is. There we go. A little bit dusty. Right. It's a torch. I know what you want. You want me to shine it on the floor for you to play, don't you? God, it's a good job I've got time for you. So Blue wants me to shine the torch on the floor so we can play. You ready? God, they've got to see how stupid you are. You dummy. You're going to pull my wire out. Right, that's enough of that. God almighty. Right, where was I? Oh yeah. Don't you be jumping up here for it. You're going to end up pulling that wire. Okay, where is it? There we go. Right, see, we can pull all the other wires through now. I think I'll call it a day for filming at that. You can see where I'm going, and you can see I've got quite a few wires to pass around through the frame, so I don't think there's any point in filming me pulling wire after wire through the frame. I think we'll probably pick the wiring back up when I'm connecting everything together. So we'll call that a day on filming today. Anyway, cheers for watching, guys.